What do you do when you don't know what to do? What do you do when it's all dark and gloomy? What do you do when all else has failed? What do you do when you are in a place of confusion? Before we look at what you do, let's look at what you don't do. At number one is suicide. No matter how hopeless or helpless a situation seems, you must not take your life. At number two is giving up. You just don't give up no matter what life throws at you. At number three is questioning God. Never question God. Why me is you questioning God. At number four is becoming a public complaints commission. Stop complaining to the whole world about your situation. Stop the pity party. Stop seeking for sympathy from everyone. Stop lamenting on social media about your plight. At number five is don't devalue yourself. Don't turn yourself into a beggar. Stop begging strangers for help on social media. It's no different from standing on the roadside and begging. At number six, don't be willing to pay any price. Don't sell your soul to the devil because you have a problem. Sometimes you pay a price that ends the life you're trying to save. At number seven, stop prostituting your problems. Stop going from church to church, mosque to mosque, priest to pastor, prayer group to prayer group, river to mountain. Desperation leads to faithlessness. Our lives are mostly affected by the way we think things are and not the way they are. There's a big difference between how things seem and how things are. It's all about perspective. Now that we know some of the things we shouldn't do when all is not well, let's look at what we should do. In the beginning, God created the heaven and the earth, and the earth was without form and void, and darkness was upon the face of the deep. And the Spirit of God moved upon the face of the waters. And God said, "Let there be light," and there was light. In the darkness, in the void, when there's nothing, when the day has not yet started, when you don't know what is ahead of you, you command your day. You make declarations concerning everything that concerns you. You pronounce blessings into every problem area. You take dominion over all your affairs. You stand in authority and call for those things that be not as though they were. Let there be. Let there be is the declaration of champions. It's the anthem of the saved, the creed of those that have faith. When you see darkness, you say, "Let there be light." When you experience sickness, you say, "Let there be healing." When you experience lack, you say, "Let there be provision." When you experience sadness, you say, "Let there be joy." When you experience barrenness, you say, "Let there be fertility." Let there be is the key that answers every problem to those that know their authority. It's not for the faithless. You can't be saying, "Let there be," and be running from pillar to post. You can't be saying, "Let there be," and be crying. Let there be is the king's authority. The king knows his wishes will be carried out as soon as they are voiced. To his every "let there be," there is a corresponding "and there was." This is power, authority, and dominion. The birthright of every child of God. The fact that you don't know your rights doesn't mean they aren't enshrined in the Constitution. There's power in what you think, what you believe, and what you say. This is why I'm always speaking about protecting your mind from that which pollutes your faith. Without faith, there's no power. Without power, there's no authority. Without authority, there's no dominion. And without dominion, you are like the leaf of a tree, being tossed to and fro by every wind. So, let me repeat my questions again. What do you do when you don't know what to do? You command your day. What do you do when it's all dark and gloomy? You speak light into the darkness. What do you do when all else has failed, you declare that dry bones shall rise again. What do you do when you're in a place of confusion? You declare, I have the mind of Christ. Everything I've said here is what I practice. It works. I have faith that can move mountains, and I move them as they come. Doubt the existence of God at your peril. Stay ignorant at your peril. As for me and my household, we will continue to declare, let there be, and there will be the manifestation, because we serve a living God. God bless you all.